Well, good damn afternoon, American. Jericho Green here with you once again. Do not forget, peoples, this is a 100% viewer-funded platform. There's no plan B. This is gonna work. So please do me the favor of reaching all the way up inside of your generosity, all the way to the elbow, and pull something out for me. It'll be greatly appreciated. Links will be in the description box. And please, even if you can hear it, because I can't tell until after I've recorded, but if you do hear the air conditioner running in my truck, I'm sorry. It's 103 degrees today, so I'm trying to cool off. But I don't know about you. But I got some good news over the weekend. And if you didn't, well, damn it, let me share it with you, and I hope that it puts a smile on your face. The U.S. women's national team, you know, soccer, you know, the same collection of women who couldn't beat 14 and 15-year-old boys in a soccer match, and they're professional soccer players, meaning this is what you do to put food on the table. They couldn't beat a bunch of boys who weren't even old enough to drive to the match. The parking lot was filled with minivans waiting for them to get done. But those same women were in the FIFA World Cup 2023, and they had barely made it past some subpar teams to face off against Sweden, yeah? And Sweden wasn't that fucking good either. The U.S. Americans women's team, the U.S. national team, they were supposed to walk through and over the Swedes. Our team, the U.S. team, was loaded with the best players in the world. Let me tell you how good they were. They were so good at soccer that instead of spending their time practicing, some of them were off doing press conferences and doing speeches and talking about how they feel about America. Some of them were so ready to play that they knelt for the national anthem. They didn't even have time to listen to the anthem. They were focusing on the game. That's how good they are. Well, turns out they weren't that good because they lost to Sweden, and there was a penalty kick involved. You make this kick, you win the game. You lose this kick, or you miss this kick, you lose the game. So who are they going to have as their kicker? Their best and their brightest star, Rapinoe. You know, the blue or pink-haired, shiny-faced weirdo that looks like she just ate a glazed donut. They had her pulling off the penalty kick. She was going to make the kick. Perfect. The stage is set. The biggest star on the team is going to make the biggest kick of the season and continue the U.S. women's national team on their path to win the FIFA World Cup. Of course, she would be in that position. Who else would you want taking the kick? Your best player, right? Here we go. Penalty kick. Silence, everyone. She kicks the ball, and it goes over the entire fucking goal. It didn't bounce off the bar and go over the goal. It sailed over the goal by inches. There had to be 5 inches of air underneath that ball. It fucking sailed. And to show you how undermatched they were and how overmatched Sweden was, the Swedish blocker, the Swedish goalie, she totally telegraphed which direction she was going to go. She totally telegraphed that she was jumping to the right. So why didn't Rapinoe kick to the left? Well, Jericho, you don't know what it's like to be out there on the field and a professional soccer player. No, I don't. But like my dad would say, I don't need to bite that donut to know it's sweet. You're supposed to be some of the best female soccer players in the world. It's a penalty kick. It's you and the goalie. Nobody's trying to take it from you. Nobody's trying to block. You're not on the run. You're standing there, you and the goalie. The goal is huge. Friggin' huge. All this space to kick, and you kick that bitch over the top of the goal. And then I was thinking to myself, well, maybe she was trying to barely sneak it under the bar so that way it was somewhere where the goalie couldn't get. She couldn't jump high enough to block it. Maybe so. But to miss by as much distance as you missed by, that's what you get. That was perfect. Mwah! Molto bene. That was perfect. That moment was so sweet. If I spend too much time thinking about it, I'm going to get type 2 diabetes. That was perfect. That's what you get, you ungrateful, unpatriotic little snot. That is what you get. Maybe if you didn't spend 95% of your time being an insufferable cunt with a TH. You guys ever see that movie MacGruber? That was the name of the main villain, cunt. But if you didn't spend so much time being the villain that Val Kilmer played in MacGruber, some of us might have some sympathy for you, because there's no shame in losing. You gave it your best. You gave it your all. You dedicated every moment you possibly had to your craft, and you lose. Hey, what can you do? You lose to a better opponent. Hey, what can you do? You tried your best. But Megan Rapinoe crumbled under the pressure. She was sitting there for a few seconds thinking before she kicked the ball. All this pressure I put on myself, all this shit I've been talking about America, all my haters are going to be so happy if I miss, and worst of all, if I miss this kick, nobody's going to want to scissor with me in the locker room. And she caved to the pressure like the weakling that she is and sailed the fucking ball. Good job, Ray Finckle. Megan Rapinoe finkled all over the field, and the women lost. The only people on that team that I feel bad for are the women who weren't taking part in that bullshit, who were standing up with their hand over their heart during the national anthem. And maybe some of them don't like America, but they kept that shit to themselves and they displayed professionalism. And how weird was it? Oh, what an awkward feeling it was to root for another country to win. That made my patriotic dick soft. Damn it. I've never rooted for another country when they were playing against America. Never. Sports, wars, it doesn't matter. Those are great moments during the Olympics when you can root for your country and enjoy some nationalism and some pride in your country. But when Sweden squared off against the female team, I was like, go Sweden, go. I hope you guys are dancing in the streets, throwing Swedish meatballs at each other. And that's exactly what happened. That's what you deserve, U.S. women's team. I hope that was the most quiet plane ride back home. You didn't get to celebrate and scissor everywhere and have that locker room smelling like smoked salmon. You were crying. And then in the post-game interview, she's holding back tears because she's retiring after this season. So she says, that's how your last moment was in professional soccer, was a big-ass missed shot. You Ray Finckle, you. You should be crying. All the lies and bullshit that you spread about this country in front of the world. You know what we used to say to each other when you got something that was coming to you? And I say it to my kids too when it's appropriate. That's what you get. That's what you get. I gotta go. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link and get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.